Here is Donald Trump arguing that, as you know, he wants to. He's contemplating banning TikTok. Apparently, Microsoft has an opportunity to buy TikTok. They have 45 days to close this deal. Trump wants a taste because, well, of course, he's been hyping TikTok.
Suggested that he can go ahead, he can try. We set a date. I set a date of around September 15th, at which point it's going to be out of business in the United States. But if somebody, and whether it's Microsoft or somebody else, buys it, that'll be interesting. I did say that if you buy it, whatever the price is, that goes to whoever owns it, because I guess it's China, essentially, but more than anything else. I said a very substantial portion of that price is going to have to come into the Treasury of the United States, because we're making it possible for this deal to happen. Right now, they don't have any rights unless we give it to them. So if we're going to give them the rights, then it has to come into this country. It's a little bit like the landlord-tenant. Without a lease, the tenant has nothing. So they pay what's called key money, or they pay something. But the United States should be reimbursed or should be paid a substantial amount of money.
What? It's the only law he knows.
I can't quite follow what the hell he's talking about.
I mean, it's the only thing he knows how to do is to skirt the landlord laws.
Is he talking about like a tariff? Is that essentially a tariff that he's talking about?
Beats me what he's trying to say.
It's like what you would pay a king, right?
Yeah, no, that's exactly it.
You need to provide some type of
TIF.
Yeah, you need to have a tribute to the king to come into the.
Yeah, you need to buy me off, essentially. Listen,
such a lunatic.
In New York, what we do is we pay our council member, and then they turn the other way, and then you can do it.
Right, exactly.
That's it.
Well, I mean, we've talked about Wayne Barrett.
Yep, that's how the first deal happened.
Wayne Barrett wrote extensively about how Donald Trump learned this from his father, on how you pay off local, councilmen or state reps or whatever it is, and that's how you do it. I mean, that was.
Yep.
And that's why he's so corrupt as president, because he was corrupt on the other side. And so he knows this is the way you do it, or that's his expectations. And I think they bring that, that sort of a small town pay to play disposition to national office. So
and he brought all of those New York actors, onto his campaign and into his inner circle. Listen, his first deal, I don't think they understand the significance of his style of deal making, because that's essentially he reinvented it in New York for real estate. And his first deal was not supposed to be passed through. The oversight board was literally paid off. They went to him and said, they went to the mayor and they went to the governor, who were both Democrats at the time, and said, get this deal through. My dad is your biggest donor. And that was Donald Trump's first deal, the West Side Highway and the Commodore, actually it was the Commodore Hotel, wouldn't have happened if they didn't pay people off. And then he just kept doing it.